Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Frantic Nerdcast, episode number 84, the mighty 84.
He was pretty confident that he knew the episode title, so I was waiting for a fuck up there, to be honest. I was waiting for episode 85.
You're on a roll. You got in the last few right.
I'm just a smart guy.
Learning.
I've got the shit down pat.
Only took you 80 episodes.
That's right.
So I'd hope our editor figures something out.
What's been happening?
I'll tell you what. I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hey!
Fuck me, that's a good show.
It's
so good. I think what that show has done perfectly is that it doesn't just have like a hook song and then stuff to fill it in around like whatever the story is like. It's the stand. Oh, I'm gone.
Yep, there you go.
I'm back.
Yep.
You can
You're
hear
back.
me? I can't hear me.
You're back. It's all good.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Did you unplug my headphones?
No, you're good, mate.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
So, watched it. So as I was saying, the music, like rather than having one sort of hook song and then the rest just fill in the other bits and pieces, this has just got bangers the whole way through.
Are you K-pop or are you Soulja Boy?
You mean Huntrix?
Huntrix, that's it. Huntrix or Soulja Boy.
They've both got some pretty good fucking songs. But Huntrix.
As of recording this today, the real Huntrix performed on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Nice.
They did Golden on Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon also gave them their platinum record.
That's awesome.
For the album.
Because weren't they talking about like more? Because like it's not it. The whole thing was it's not a real band because of the way that it came about, but it's topping the charts and all that stuff. I'm sure I read something about them actually getting together and going, you know what, fuck it, let's do this.
Well,
that happens all the time. The, say like
the one who did Rumi's voice, she co-wrote most of the songs.
Yeah, okay.
So like they're her songs.
Yeah,
right. They can go fuck themselves.
But that happens like it's the KDA from League of Legends, like that. Those songs there like skyrocketed, and that was just random people voicing characters in the game that then they made music. So. Yeah, like that sort of stuff. Like I'm amazed it doesn't happen more often with TVs and movies and things like that, getting songs on number ones.
Oh, well, we'll see if it happens. But I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, awesome songs because I hear them in the background because Shan was playing the songs a lot, even though she hadn't watched it. She's like, oh yeah, the songs are really good. And then watching the movie, putting it all together, I'm like, oh.
I just kind of like what it's brought anime back into like sort of mainstream for like and giving access to people that always sort of look down on anime. So like was it Damon Wayne, one of the Wayans brothers anyway, that had a movie come out and it got smashed by
Demon Slayer.
Smashed by Demon Slayer. It's like, fuck anime. I'm like, yes, it's those kinds of people.
But no, he did it jokingly.
I probably imagine.
And then the guy who was with his co-star, and it was like, oh, don't be dissing the anime people. He's like, they'll fuck you up. Don't be dissing them.
We come for you. But you know, it was a good movie. The kids at school love it. Like I think on the last day term, I think I walked past classrooms, 90% of the classrooms had it playing. So it's good times.
Definitely going back on the TV again.
And as for me and you, we, as we spoke of last week, we went on a golf trip.
You did.
Do we have to?
Yes.
So you did well.
I did really well, just not when it mattered.
Yeah, so we played
all three games.
So off the course?
all 3 rounds I capitulated on the 18th hole. All 3.
4 rounds.
Well, the 4th round was the Ambrose one. That didn't really count. Yes. The 3 individual rounds had a putt lip out to tie it with Dave on round 1. Round 2, after shooting a 39 on the front, I shot a 58 on the back, lipping out to tie with Caden and then losing the tiebreaker. And then the last one was leading...
Which is the Frantic Nerdcast presents...
the Slicers Invitational
the Slicers
trophy.
Invitational.
So was winning by a hole up to the 18th, hit the bunker. The bunkers were fucked. And as it turns out, the Caden conveniently didn't mention... bunkers were out of play. As I proceeded to then hack myself out and then leave me with nothing, like basically standing over the bunker to hit the next shot, lost that hole, went back to tiebreaker with Dave, proceeded to hit back into the same bunker as Dave proceeded to shank 3 chips around as I couldn't get out of the bunker, which I shouldn't have been in because I should have been allowed to go, whoop, there, I'll play it from there, thanks. I lost.
So Dave won, and one of our mates won. Dave, unfortunately, didn't stay in the Frantic Nerdcast family.
Blame Caden.
Up until this round, the trophy had only Frantic Nerdcasters on it, myself and Zach.
Twice.
Yeah.
Should have been 3.
Me, on the other hand, I played a fairly decent first round.
And
wasn't horrible.
And no other
Second
good
round
ones?
was pretty much the same, like average.
Second round, he was ready to give up after 2 holes.
But it ended up actually being a pretty good game by the end of it. I picked up 10 on the first 2 holes, and then somehow managed to get myself back to get 110.
Gracefully put the clubs down a few times.
Yeah, and then the final competition round, the Slicers Invitational. Yeah, it didn't go well from the start.
It was
Put a new meaning to slice.
Oh, it just nothing was going my way. I'm pretty sure by that point my back was fucked, and I just was ignoring it and rappy gelling the shit out of it. And no, by the end,
So you're gonna run with sore back, not shit golf.
That was shit golf.
So we played. So the competition round was at Nambucca Heads. So for those that haven't been, Nambucca, lovely part of the world. Get and check it out if you can. So the golf course is on an island. It's not, as long as you can stay inbounds, the balls are easy to find. The problem is there's a few little creeks, a lake to the side of you. AJ found them all.
No, I didn't go in the water too much. My game was more, me and the trees had a love-hate relationship throughout the entire game, where I would hit the ball and the trees would be like, no, you shouldn't, like they'll Gandalf, you shall not pass.
It was, Dave and I were in one cart, Caden and AJ were in another, and it was always great because Dave and I are up ahead, and then we look back and we're like, AJ was there, Caden's over there, and then we look back 2 minutes later and they've swapped. I'm like, it's going real well for those boys back there.
And then so it got to about
each other's
it got to about the 12th or 13th hole, something like that.
It was probably the 15th when the moment happened.
There's a hit teeing off. There's a tee box, like a little tiny, like a slither of water, and then open.
So your ball and your club are now in the
No,
slither of water, or
This is better.
I chipped first. It went to a pile of shit. And I'm like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna re-hit just off here because it just went. And I'm like, all right, and put the driver out. Fucking slop. I proceeded to turn around, and as I turned through the driver, at the moment of releasing it, I went, oh fuck.
Dave and I are sitting in the cart right next to him.
It's flown over, hit the cart, bounced off the cart. I'm walking back towards the cart. My hand is out, bounced into my hand, and my hand just closed around it, and I caught the driver.
All I see sitting in the cart, all of 3 meters away from AJ, was him go, fling the club, bang, club in his hand. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck just happened, because I'm like, physics, from where he is to where the sound was, physics don't
And
work
clubs
like
aren't
that.
meant to do that.
maybe that's what's wrong with
It's
your game.
boomerang the fuck out of
I
it.
at least had a human shield in Dave. He was still shitting himself.
Like if it was like, I reckon probably 10 centimeters higher, it would have went straight into Dave.
I wish it did. I would have won.
And then the last 3 holes I picked up. I was like, nah, I'm done. No more golf for me.
He should have
Fair
played.
enough
He
after
should have
nearly
played.
killing someone.
He might have drawn a hole, and I would have won.
It's
Yeah.
highly possible, but look, that's how the cookie crumbles
let
at the
the thing
Frantic Slicers Invitational.
But I like this. The weekend away was like 4 rounds of golf. 3 we played solo. 1 we played as a 4-man Ambrose, and we just it's barrels of laugh. Even the competition rounds really aren't that serious. Everyone's just taking the piss. And
We did some Pokemon pack openings.
Marvelous.
yeah, they're
Anything
coming.
good?
That's a secret.
I've done worse.
Okay.
I've done much better. Yeah,
It's a weird experience filming someone opening Pokemon packets on a golf course.
I can imagine,
Yeah.
especially with everybody looking at you.
So I was a bit worried about like opening and getting like something really good like on the eighth fairway. I'm like, I don't want to carry these cards around and like fuck them around. So I either did it usually at the start or at the end of the round. But then at the same time I was like, I really want to walk on like the 18th green, like next to the clubhouse, and like start filming a Pokemon video and stuff. So I'm like doing it up to the side and the tree line and stuff like that. So
it just looked like you were opening packs in the bush.
No, there's we got the golf course behind
Pretty
us and
much.
stuff.
That's pretty much what it looked like.
There's the flag blowing. You'll see it,
Next time, just go down to Jasmine. The bush is there.
mate. Did you not see my acting on Sunday?
I did.
I was in the hedges looking for bulbs.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, I've set the standard of you. And Phil.
Okay. I
That
have,
was
I have
a
to ask.
beautiful video,
I have
I
to
must
ask.
say.
I have to ask. Now, did Lisa film, or did you have to get your neighbour?
Emily filmed.
Yeah, I didn't think
'cause
Lisa
Dave-
was getting
Dave
on board with
Lisa,
that.
like, I imagine Lisa was thrilled filming us and said, she didn't. She wouldn't. She came home, saw the video, she's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, that's why you didn't film it. But yeah, so on, I guess we're on Pokemon at the moment then. So yeah, the Master Set race, not Master Race Set. I've
Corrected yourself.
tripped myself up a few times with that. The Master Set race is going on nicely. So as of Sunday, we put out the update video. So Brock is winning. I would say Brock has definitely opened more packs on camera at that state, or published more packs on camera than Phil and I. I'm coming in second, and Phil is coming in third. Phil will not be in third for long.
And I am not in it.
Once Phil gets his binder and films all the cards in the binder,
We're in trouble.
We will be last.
we will be last. And
He's opened 2 booster boxes, I think, now,
Two.
and many in ETB. So
2 booster boxes, ETBs, booster bundles. Yeah, so he's doing quite well.
Yes.
But yeah, and with other life decisions that I've made, I will probably be going quickly to third and staying there.
We've got this booster box here.
Hey,
We're
look.
gonna open and split together.
Look, if we complete the set with this, I'm sweet. I don't like the chances, but no, it's definitely gonna be to the
That feels like a set finisher.
Oh, excellent.
It feels like there's 2 gold cards, all
hey,
the SIRs.
needs to be 4 gold cards.
I think I'm the only one that's pulled an SIR as well. I don't think.
Ooh, so we haven't seen it yet, so we don't know what you've got.
And only
That's it.
one person's got the achievement.
Yeah, Brock got the achievement of first line.
I was happy getting one because I will not get another one.
So I'm one away from the Absol line. I just need the SIR Absol.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got the other 2 of those. But I pulled an SIR. I've not told the boys what one it is. I mean, they can figure it out if they went and looked at the list and scrolled down to see what one it was.
Yeah, I'll get there. I'll
But
probably forget when I open it next.
But it's good. So I said, I'm looking forward to PAX this weekend, which will segue us into the next topic. But PAX, I'm going to try and hopefully buy a bunch of more Mega Evolutions packs to open. I didn't realize the ETBs, as I said before, had different promos. So we both need to buy the Gardevoir ETBs. I'll be trying, depending on prices, buying a booster box as well, because I'll need the box stopper, because that box stopper is going to the Bulbasaur collection. Just so it's fair, it's not going to sway the race. So yeah.
And speaking of, is that all your Pokemon?
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to
information.
I was trying to waffle, but you needed more waffle time. So
I'm all about the waffles. Yeah, so it is that time where we are going to PAX. So as of this being released on Friday, we will be in Melbourne and probably filming people lining up, I imagine.
So you are going on the Friday?
So we're going Friday. We'll be there on Friday and Saturday. So on the 10th and 11th, we'll be there.
Awesome.
We will have stickers. So come and find us, and you'll get some
business
stickers. And you can have an interview if you want. We'll be walking around interviewing. We'll be playing all the games that are out and interviewing people that make the games and all that fun stuff.
It's going to be awesome fun.
I'm really looking forward to. I don't know if there's a YouTuber called Jazza. He used to be like Draw with Jazza. Is Jazz now in Tabletop Time?
Okay.
Have you seen those guys
No, I
on
don't
YouTube?
think I have. Tabletop Time, maybe. Actually.
Yeah, they do a lot of mini painting and like board builds and stuff like that. So that's all Jazza. So he is just released his first novel, and he's done he's doing a cosplay of this big bug out of the novel, and he's released 2 videos on his channel of it. It's fucking monstrous, man. And like he puts it on and like does a couple of movements. I think he's like in it for like 5 minutes, and he was just dripping with sweat. I'm like, you poor bastard. Apparently he's only going to wear it for like half an hour on the convention floor.
If you can see through YouTube land, Spotify, sorry, but the extra sheen still on us from the approaching summer of Australia, it's going to be quite warm and toasty.
Yes, the Frantic set is
missing a fan.
She's a warm one in here.
Very much
It's
so.
I don't know if you can tell by the quality of this set, but it is actually a garage. The big metal thing that's simmering.
But yeah, so there's a few Australian cosplayers that'll be there as well that I'm keen to see. One of them, Lexi Graham, usually does a lot of cool cosplay, so interested to see her. If I know she's down there, whether I actually get to see her will be a different story. But
you guys should play a game to see who can count the most Lorax.
I don't know. I don't think Lorax will be at this one.
Yeah.
I think because that was more of a pop culture convention, Comic-Con,
Sure.
whereas this one is more, it's games.
yeah, I'd be interested to see if everyone is cosplaying like this, because like basically every second person, even if they would just walk around, was in some sort of cosplay. It'd be interesting to see if that same sort of percentage is at this one as well.
Yeah, I have a feeling this one's going to be, there will be cosplays. They'll be video game focused, I have a feeling. but I don't.
So
think
you
there'll be as
reckon
many.
the quantity won't be there, but maybe the quality?
There will be good ones because I know the companies pay people to cosplay there because our mate Bora does it every now and then for Sony. But yeah, I think there'll be a few. There'll be some really quality ones that are like paid ones, and I'd say there'll probably be a couple of others floating around.
But yeah, so I'm Crunchyroll and Nintendo. They're the two I'm really keen to go down and see.
Don't forget about Bandai.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say Bandai. I was leaving that one for you.
Bandai gonna be there. And,
Hopefully they got some nice promos and stuff. Like
I'm hoping.
So they're only for people with badges. Sorry.
I'm hoping that they have some promos, so we'll see if we can get some promos. Funnily enough, speaking of Bandai,
please look for extras.
We'll come back to PAX, but speaking of Bandai, today they announced their Set 2 like promo boxy thing. They did it for Set 1 where you get a playmat. For
Gundam.
Yeah, for Gundam, you get a playmat, you get 10 resource cards, 2 special cards, and one of those shitty deck boxes, those plastic fucking horrible things. $160 Australian.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a fucking rort.
People will pay it.
But the first one, the scalpers bought them out in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. They probably weren't
apparently
100.
they've got a big problem with bots on Bandai's website.
I think we might have discussed this. I can't remember if it was on or off camera. So GW had something similar. So they released one of their one-shot games, but in that there was a sprue of like a special edition Chaplain, a special edition one of those things. The game was selling for like $50 with all that. The sprue itself was like $200 if you bought it through them. Like, so all the bots went out and bought all those games and left people with nothing.
Well, this one is Iron-Blooded Orphans specific. The cards look very, very nice. But even if you pre-order, the pre-orders are the 10th or the 11th of this month, I believe. They go up for pre-order. $159 Australian.
So the end of the week.
But they don't get delivered until April 26.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
a long way.
Bandai.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. But back to PAX. Yeah, so Bandai will be there. Hopefully they have some promos. If not, hopefully they might have. They might have some Set 2s. They might have starter Set 5.
Starter 5
with it at an actual price, which would be nice.
Something I love in a comparison, like we just with cosplay, comparing Comic-Con to PAX. Something I forgot to get off my chest with Comic-Con was the tickets were the bracelets. Those
yep.
And although I understand why they were, so as soon as that bracelet came off, the ticket became void. So we had the weekend pass, and I understand that was to stop people like us, for instance. We won the pass, we could only go one day, stopped us giving it to someone else and partaking in it the next day for free.
Yep.
But my issue with that is, what if I had to go to work or something, or the bracelet just broke? Like, things like that. It was just, I don't like that system. I think it was a bit of a weird system that it was. I
think how do you pick the ticket up? Like, is it a proof of identity or something?
There was an email because that was part of the thing. They're like, once the ticket.
Yeah, you scan your QR code.
Before
it's like a festival.
Sure.
Like if I bought the ticket and I couldn't go, I could give you the ticket through, like send you the email because there was nothing for them to check that it was your Zach Manning when it went up there. But once that bracelet was on the wrist, that's basically what locked that person into it. So. Where these are the badges. So I got sent 2 fancy passes. I activated them yesterday, so I'm ready to go.
I have to pick mine up from the media table once we get there, and then I can get in an hour early and film all the stalls and stuff like that an hour early.
Outside and twiddle my thumbs.
You can film the crowds and stuff.
Well, we can't both film. We've only got one camera.
You've got a phone. And so it's going to be cool. I think there's going to be a lot of people there.
Oh yeah, it's going to be packed.
It's going to be a mental. It's going to be good fun. I think we're going to play it pretty chill. I think when we get there, we'll probably walk around a bit, do some of the stuff for ourselves, film a little bit here and there, and kind of bit for us, bit for the channel, bit for us, bit for the channel kind of thing. I think
not buy massive prints the second you walk in, and
then have to carry them around the whole time.
I say that. It'll probably happen again.
Probably.
But my goal, so Pokemon is my goal. So I'm after some Mega. The main goal is to trade my Charizard for the SIR Pigotry from Surging Sparks. That's the goal. I'm hoping to get I'll get no's. I'm just waiting for one yes. The problem is the annoying thing is with the fluctuation of the cards is at Comic-Con time the Charizard was worth more. So I figured with the 80% trade and whatever, it would just be a straight swap. Now the prices are a bit more similar, so I'm thinking it's going to have to be traded with some cash on my end, which is still fine because I'll gladly do that, considering I'm not having to buy a $400 card by myself. So
exactly.
It's always a bonus. So we will be at PAX this weekend. As of the time you're probably watching this, either on the Friday or Saturday, we will be there. So come say hi and have a chat with us and talk all the nerdy things with us. We're done Pokemon.
Oh, we can talk more Pokemon if you want.
No, I think people had enough of the Pokemon. I want to go on to talk about some movies. Mm-hmm. So these are horror comedies, and they are movies that I find a lot of people don't know about.
Scary movie?
These movies. No, so scary movies are popular. So people know about that. Now,
are you talking that sort of vein?
Yeah, like
Shaun
black
of
comedy.
the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead, black comedy style stuff. So two of these movies Australian/New Zealand. Okay, so our American fans probably will never have seen them. Mm-hmm. So the first one is a film called Undead. Now, Undead is an Australian zombie film. Mm-hmm. Let me get to my notes here. Undead. So basically, the storyline of this one is a meteorite crashes in a small Australian outback town, and pretty much the dead start rising. The survivors go to try to escape the town, but all they see is a giant wall now surrounding the town. Mm-hmm. So they can't escape it. So it's zombie hordes versus these Australian people. So they try and hold out. There's one dude who pretty much turns into like the fucking Terminator of the movie, and he walks around with three shotguns taped together into this big, massive. You can see it on the front cover
is
there.
that what that is?
That's him there. It has one of my favourite Australian lines in any movie I've ever seen. They're all held up in this house, and one of the coppers is trying to get in. He's like, bang, 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 getting in. And they let him in, they shut the door, and the zombies are trying to get him behind him. And he's like, back in my day, we fucking respected our elders. We didn't try and fucking eat them. And it is just absolutely hilarious. It's directed by the SIR brothers. Now, they directed Daybreakers, zombie film with Sam Neill.
Yep.
Sam Neill in it. Ethan Hawke. And then they went on to direct, what's the name? I
want that to get a
Predestination.
That was awesome. Oh, okay.
Predestination starring Ethan Hawke, which is, if you have not watched Predestination,
watch the shit out of that.
Holy shit, it is a good film.
Strap yourself in. It is a fucking wild ride, Predestination,
so
but it is awesome.
This movie, Undead, is so funny. And it is they did it on a shoestring budget. There's a short on YouTube as well of the short film they made before it, and it's four guys sitting in a car as a zombie apocalypse, and it's just the zombies trying to get into the car, and they turned it into a feature. All the special effects they did on like laptops from secondhand shops and stuff, and like it was a super indie film, and it is fucking phenomenal. You may be able to find it online. Yeah, okay. I thankfully got a copy on DVD from Video Easy. When the Video Easy was shutting down, that was like a Blockbuster style thing here in Australia. When it shut down and they were selling off all their DVDs, I got it for $2. Prized possession. Love that shit. Now, also on that note, we have another film. Now, this one is a Kiwi film. This one is called Black Sheep.
The unrated Black Sheep.
So this is...
I think I've seen this.
One of the most Kiwi films you'll ever see in your life.
There are 40 million sheep in New Zealand, and they're pissed off.
So basically, it's set on a farm where I think their dad dies and the brothers take over the farm. One of the brothers, he has like a lab, and they're doing scientific experiments in it, and they genetically try to clone this sheep or something, and it doesn't work, so they throw it in a pit. And it crawls out and bites other sheep, and then those sheep essentially turn into zombies and start biting it. And then one of them turns into like a massive were-sheep kind of thing, and it's like stands on its hind legs, and it's like, it's...
I haven't seen it in quite a long time, but it's fucking
the main character is scared of sheep. That's his big thing. And at the start of the movie, he's like in his car, and there's sheep surrounding, and he's sitting there going, oh my God, 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 oh my God. And it's just... There's this one scene where they're all doing like this press tour and stuff, and there's a guy standing up, and you see all the sheep just running over the hill, coming down, running up the next hill, coming down. And another scene where he bites one of the dudes' nuts and like stretches them out and stuff. And it is out there fun, like a very much Shaun of the Dead style comedy.
Yeah.
It is very good. So it is directed by Jonathan King. He also wrote it, and it stars Olivia Driver, Nathan Meister, and Tammy Davis. I haven't really seen any of them except for I think there was one guy I'd seen in some other Australian things, but the other ones I hadn't really seen in anything before. But it is if you like black comedies and like that just weird, stupid, fun comedy horrors, this is 100% a go-to for you. It was very, very funny.
And as you said, it took it like that little bit further down the stupid or silly route, like stretching someone's nutsack and whatnot. So
now the next one I have is a very fucking weird one. Now this is called John Dies at the End. So surprise what the movie's about. It's about a guy named John and he dies at the end of the movie. But he doesn't.
I was going to say there'll be a plot twist.
He dies at the start of the movie kind of thing. And it's all about...
And then they roll the credits and then they...
This has parallel universes, monsters, ghosts. So it's all focused around this stuff called soy sauce. And it's like this black goo drug that they take.
Right.
And once you take it, it makes you be able to see sort of through reality. And so it's like that thing where you sit there and stare. This is the way they describe it in one of the scenes. You sit there and like looking at something, and out the corner of your eye, you see something move.
Yep.
That's that thing that this creates that lets you see what that actually was.
To latch onto your
like
peripherals.
Monsters and stuff like that. And it's all about them trying to figure out what happened this night and how John died. But then John's talking from the ether and sending communications. And then there's time travel, dimensions. There's like a meat monster that's made from formed from meat that joins together.
I feel like this has got a bit of a cast too.
So it's directed by Don Corselli. It's written by him and Jason Paragon. It stars... Chase Williamson, Rob Mayers, Paul Giamatti, who's probably the biggest name in it.
That's sort of,
and a couple of the other actors you've seen it, you'll kind of see them and you'll be like, oh, I've seen him in something. I've seen him in something. Not many that you actually know off the top of your head who they are, but like Doug Jones is in it, who is very famous for, he's in all Guillermo del Toro's movies, a big, tall, ginger-haired dude. He does a lot of creature work, so he's the guy in The Shape of Water. He's in the Star Trek Voyager one as that fish guy. He is Abe in Hellboy, in Guillermo del Toro's Hellboy. He's very, very famous actor for doing all that kind of stuff. Clancy Brown's in it. So for our younger viewers, that is Krabby from Krabby's Patties from SpongeBob SquarePants. For our older viewers, it's the Corgan from Highlander and Starship Troopers. So this one, it's an out there movie. It's a very, very out there movie, but it's a fun out there movie.
Yeah, okay.
It's you watch it and you kind of like, I think I understand what happened.
Another one you got to find rather than
The more I look at the cover or the movie poster, the more I'm like, there's something else that catches my eye. I'm like, what the fuck is that? From like the blowfly looking things to the other alien spores at the top. Like everything's just got something to look at. So I feel like that would translate well to how this movie's going to be. Pretty much. The next one, Final Girls. This movie, I watched. I've seen it randomly, and because it has what's her name? She's in that new Hunter's Wife's show. She was in Billionaires. Thaisa Faminga, is that her name? You know who I'm talking about if you've seen those Hunter's Wives and all that kind of stuff. So basically, this one is about a young girl who I believe from memory, her mum died at summer camp years ago, and they made a movie about the murder that happened. So it was like a Friday the 13th situation. And they made a movie about the murder.
Sure.
And she goes and watches the movie, and then something happens at the cinema, and she gets sucked into the movie.
Right.
But when she gets... Oh, no, sorry. Her mum was an actor in the movie. That's right. And she gets sucked in the movie, and she sort of meets her mum. And it's all about her... trying to stop these Friday the 13th-esque murders from happening. But it all happens.
I feel like you told us about this recently.
Maybe. It's got Adam Devine in it as well from Pitch Perfect and all that kind of stuff.
I feel like I've seen this.
The main girl is the young one from all of the American Horror Stories.
Oh, yeah.
She was a daughter in the
Chicks
first one. She's
Vampire
been
Diaries is in it too.
yeah. So it's got lots of like those modern kind of people in it, and it's very good. It's just a fun movie. It's all the tropes are in there, but it's all about her trying to save her mum because her mum's the final girl in the movie kind of thing, and it's her trying to save her mum's character even though she's in the movie, but then she's also trying to get through the movie alive kind of thing because she realizes she can get hurt and all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of last action hero but horror movie.
Yeah, okay.
If that makes sense. If you've seen the last action
With
hero.
comedy sprinkled through,
a lot of comedy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's got a fair bit of comedy. Now the last one is a film called Cooties. So the Cooties is
Please don't feed the children.
don't fill the children. So this one takes place. It's about teachers in a primary school,
right?
And obviously everyone knows Cooties. The kids get Cooties, kiss Cooties, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. So basically, a zombie outbreak happens.
Out of curiosity, Zach, is that still a thing?
Yeah.
So a zombie outbreak happens in the school, but it's only the kids that get infected.
Sure.
And they're just trying to kill all the adults.
Yep.
And so it's all the teachers just trying to get out of the school kind of thing and stay alive. Now this has
Be careful what I say here.
this directed by Jonathan Millot, Carrie Murnion, and written by Lee Wanell, Ian Brennan, Josh C. Waller. And it stars Elijah Wood as the main character, Rainn Wilson, who people would know from The Office, Alison Pill, who was in Scott Pilgrim, Jack McBrayer, who's from
bunch of comedy stuff.
With the 30 Rock. But it's also got, where is it? What's his name? Old mate from, who was Sam from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah. So it's got him.
Can't remember his name.
I think it had him. I can't remember. But there is a joke in it.
Yeah.
And it's like a Lord of the Rings joke with Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Which I remember was quite funny.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, it was
Deep cut.
It was an extremely fun movie, and like it came out in 2014, so it's a while ago. This one. But it was just one of those movies. I was like, saw it and I was like, oh, Elijah Wood's in it. You know, I'll chuck this on.
He's not too bad.
I laughed the whole way through. It was just nice jokes and like it was fun. It was refreshing seeing kid zombies, like not adult zombies and all that kind of stuff, and having all those very adulty tropes
Sounds
that
like my
a lot of
day
us
job.
have. And yeah, it's very much a play on teachers and versus kids kind of situation. But no, it was a very, very enjoyable one, and I highly recommend people go watch it. And that is my 5 movies that people may not know. So that was Cooties, The Final Girl, Black Sheep, John Dies at the End, and Undead.
I'll throw one in there just because it's sort of, it's that comedy. It's Australian. I wouldn't so much say it was comedy. It kind of was a comedy to particular people who watched it, I'd say. But Wormwood, it's a zombie flick, set Australian, written, directed, filmed, and all that sort of stuff. And I found watching it as an Aussie, it had so many little one-liners within it where you just start laughing because they were just true Aussie.
There was a sequel as well?
Yeah, I haven't actually seen the sequel.
The
I only found out there was a sequel like a few months ago, and that's what prompted me here. But no, I haven't watched it yet. And
a lot of our American fans may actually know Wormwood because before it was released, at the time, it was the most pirated film ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because that's because the movie is not that old. It was 2013 or 14, I think it was. I was just having a look a second ago. But yeah, it's not that old, but that is about the height of the pirating sort of when that was all happening. But yeah, great film, zombie film, just set in Australian outback, and Aussie mechanic.
And they use, remember the gas that the zombies release?
Yeah.
They use to fuel their
use
cars.
it to fuel the car. So like,
That's
there's just things like that. You just like, I get that it's a horror, but that's not like a horror thread. And and amazing one-liners riddled throughout of it. And I remember like having a few good laughs, which were followed shortly by just a zombie exploding. Like, oh shit! Like a lot of that, which was really, really well done.
So many good zombie films out there. Comedy ones are always good. If you want to really good. The zombie one. Train to Busan. That's all I'll say.
Yep.
Go and watch it.
Yeah,
That's
still
all you
gonna,
need to know.
Still going
I
to see
don't
that.
have any-
We've talked about it briefly.
I don't have any movies to add here, but what I do have to add is we are 93 subscribers. So if you do like chats like this, like we just had, in-depth movie chat on zombie flicks you've never heard of, but you should watch, make sure you subscribe. 7 more subscribers gets us that 100 subscriber mark, where we get to give away more free stuff.
Bingo.
Something on the set will be given away, not the TV. It's not that fancy.
we need the TV.
But we got that. There'll be probably some merch thrown in. You'll be some of the first to get some merch, and then I'll probably throw something Pokemon related in there as well for some people as well. So yeah,
Naturally.
make sure you share it around. Get us to that 100 mark. 7 more subscribers. 7 clicks get you guys some free stuff.
Boom.
Fantastic.
Nice little plug.
Now, I believe we're going to move on to one that you've wanted to talk for about a couple of weeks, but we keep running out of time.
Oh sure.
So
I thought we were gonna go
you can introduce this one.
All right. So this is something. It's not original. It is Pokemon related after we've done the Pokemon talk. But we're going to do a snake draft of our Pokemon team. So we've got to draft 6 Pokemon that would be in our Pokemon team.
Right. With what purpose?
Just to who can come up with the best team.
Right.
And then we can put it out to the audience, help share it around, get those subscribers up.
Assuming you can't have any double ups or anything like that.
So we can only each have one. So can we have...
So it's only the first, I'm assuming just the first gen because that's easier for all 3 of us.
Yep, because that's the only one that exists.
The first gen only. We'll work out who we can rock off to see who's going to go first, second, third.
No legendary.
No, anything in the 1 to 151.
I think we should avoid legendaries, personally.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
So
didn't
no
have-
Mew, no Mewtwo,
I only
none
had
of the birds.
potentially had 1 in mine anyway, so that's fine.
Okay, so you've done this, and me and Brock are going to be shooting off the hip.
No, that's
Yep.
I don't have any notes. My iPad's dead.
So are we allowed to have evolved forms?
Yeah, just any Pokemon you want.
Okay.
This is just if we were to rock up to a fictional battle, what would our 6 Pokemon be? We can't have duplicates. So if there was a wall of Pokemon we could work up and we'll take that Pokeball. What 6 would we choose for our team?
Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm going to go first. Just
All right. So what's the order? First,
You can go second.
All right, second and the third, and then
Yep.
we reverse the order. So snake draft style.
okay. I'm going to go Gengar.
Sweet. I'm gonna go Charizard.
Blastoise.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, it goes back to him then. And then it goes back.
Is someone keeping track of these? Because I'm not going to remember.
That'll be on there. I'll rewatch the video.
All right, beautiful.
Blastoise for a second one then. I'd probably throw out like an Arcanine. I think he'd go pretty good in there.
I'm gonna go Dragonite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will go...
So you get 2 picks here.
I get 2 picks. Oh, this is way too much pressure for me. I would not be good at picking my starting Pokemon. Look, let's go Machamp. That's the fully evolved one, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Let's go Machamp. And then let's also go Onyx.
I'm gonna go Alakazam.
Prick.
Well, you got 2 picks now. So
Yeah, so I'll be throwing in a Golem. And then I think I'd throw in... Ooh, do I want that? Yeah, we'll throw in an Electrode.
So I've got Charizard, Dragonite, Alakazam. I think I'll throw in a Venusaur.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you going a bit two of the big boys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I had one in my head, and now I've forgotten it. It was Pidgeot. Is that the fully evolved one?
Yep. That's unfortunate.
The fully evolved one, because that's a fucking beast. Have you seen how big those birds are in the stats?
Yep, they're massive.
They're fucking giants.
Yep.
So we'll go that, and then we will finish, because is this my last one?
Yes.
No,
No, I've got one more. After
this
this.
is your 5th.
Then let's go a... oh God, I can't even remember them all anymore. Let's go Vaporeon.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, so I'm trying to think of my water one.
Vaporeon even.
I'll go to Lapras.
Tomato.
I'll go to Lapras for my water.
Lapras. Okay.
So these are your last 2 picks.
Yep. So I'll get the big boy Snorlax. He's going to sit on you fuckers. And to bring it home, I think I want a bit of an underdog. I want Hypno.
Hypno. See, I was going to go Pidgeot here, but you took that. So I'm tossing up between Fearow for my flying, which I think I will. I think I'll just go Fearow.
I've also forgotten my choices, so I hope someone.
All right. Well, my last one. So I've got one more left. This is the one that'll win the tournament for me.
I know who I'd throw in there if I had one more.
I'm just trying to remember what Pokemon exist.
Gen 1.
Yeah, I know. Let's
Ditto.
That was going to be mine. Sneak a bastard in there.
Let's go Gyarados.
Ooh, I forgot about Gyarados.
I didn't. I thought I was happy with my Blastoise for water.
Yeah, I would have been too, but no, I'll take Lapras. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll
So
have
I got
Lapras.
Onyx and Gyarados. I got the water and the stone
snakes.
version.
Yeah, well, I will get those up. I would have, out of the legendaries that we weren't allowed to, I would have just taken Mewtwo. I wouldn't have taken any of the birds. I would have gone with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty broken Pokemon to have on your team, really. That's why I kind of said no. We banned that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what's the deal? What do the people have to do?
So I will put up together the teams on some sort of Instagram reel /story, and people can vote and let us know who the winner is. And maybe if these people start liking these sort of snake draft style things, we can start to do a few more because they're pretty quick and easy to do. Different themes each week, and we'll go from there.
I might actually check if what we're doing so I can come a little bit more prepared.
Well, it's been on the thing for ages. Usually just keep getting bumped and bumped. So.
Sounds good. All right, I've got another show to talk about. The Diplomat.
I've heard good things
I
about
only
this.
just I didn't see it when it came out. I don't know how that happened, how I missed it.
I heard good things like about the time when it came out, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll give this a watch, and forgot about it.
Remake of something?
Yeah, The Diplomat.
No,
No, I don't know.
maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Let's do some Google food.
But it's saying that there is many shows that I feel like would be very similar to this. I'm probably getting confused with.
So it's highly possible that it was a remake if we get the page up. But essentially it is about a woman who is an ambassador and she's also married to an ambassador. Now she gets the job to go to England to be the ambassador for England because they've just had an incident where someone blew up a big chunk out of one of their carriers. And they're not sure who it is. And she goes over to be the US ambassador in England to deal with the PM and all that kind of stuff. And then it's all intrigue and stuff happens. But then whilst this is happening, her husband, her guy that helps her and stuff, know that she is potentially up to be the new VP because the current VP's husband embezzled a whole heap of money and she's essentially going to get booted. So they're kind of trying to train her to be the new VP within 6 months kind of thing. And that's the basic story of it. And I found myself watching the absolute shit out of it. The first season I smashed. I am 3/4 of the way through the second season and the third season is about to come out. It is so fucking good. I highly recommend anyone watch it. So it is got Kerry Russell in it, who most people will probably know from Felicity if you're an older person. Younger person, maybe The Americans. It was a very good show that she was in. It's also got who else we got here? So it's got Rufus Sewell, which is Hal Weiler, which is her husband. Now you would see in Man in the High Castle, which if you have never seen, watch the shit out of that on Prime because it's fucking phenomenal. It's also got David Gayassi and Ali Ahn as the main sort of characters.
It's already been renewed for season 4 as well.
Oh, really? Yeah. Fuck. Netflix, look out.
Yeah.
But Rufus...
Yeah, give it time though.
He is a phenomenal actor who is Australian and English. So he's a cross English-Australian actor. He has one of the one of my favorite movies, which kind of because this led me to the horror movie thing that we did before, because he's in a movie called Dark City, which is a sensational, weird thriller about these weird creatures that in the night go through and change the shape of the city, and they inject people's heads and give them different memories. So one night they may be poor and the next night they're rich, living in a mansion kind of thing. And it's all these weird alien-y looking people, and it's fucking out there. It is phenomenal, and he's in it. But yeah, Diplomat, amazing. Highly, highly recommend it. I watched the shit out of it. If you like political intrigue ones, it's good. It's got little sprinkles of humor through it. It's not super serious that you kind of like, I can only watch one episode of this kind of thing. It's serious enough that it's believable, but fun enough that you want to keep watching.
Sure.
I say that it reminds me a bit of one of the original Netflix ones, Designated Survivor, which it's been on my to-watch list for a long time.
No, that wasn't Netflix.
That wasn't Netflix?
No, so that was two seasons of that. It got cancelled, and then Netflix picked it back up for a third season. They bought it, and it was successful on Netflix. They renewed it for another season, but
never
then
filmed.
And then
COVID, wasn't it?
No, they took too long to renew it, and everyone's contracts had pretty much expired, and they'd all gone on to do other jobs, and they're like, sorry.
Yeah, because Designated Survivor, like season one,
season one was so good,
really, really fucking good. But then season two, not even that. Like it just jumped and plummeted. Like there was no decline.
I look forward to watching season two then.
Season one was great. Season two, I think after 2, maybe 3 episodes, I was just like, oh, this is really hard to watch, and just never went back.
Funnily enough, Keith Sutherland, who was the main star in Designated Survivor, is in Dark City.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Well, there you go. Also, Jennifer Connelly, if that's another reason for you to watch it.
I've got another show I want to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, entering the world of anime, My Hero Academia finally came out. It was released on Sunday. Oh, it was released recently.
You're looking at us as if
it was released recently. I think Saturday or Sunday night. I've been waiting for this season to come out for so long.
And you're disappointed with the first episode?
For one reason, the first 10 minutes is the last 10 minutes of the season finale.
So does the episode go for 30 minutes rather than 20, or does it still go? Oh,
no. That's a gripe. Like I was so keen for watching this, and then it came in. And
I'm sorry, but are you new to anime?
No, I'm not.
Then you didn't expect this?
Yeah, no. See, for the most part, when I'm watching animes, they're mostly done, or they're like One Piece, which doesn't have seasons. It just flows. This it irked me a little bit. It irked me. The second half, great episode. Love the second half.
So everyone, skip the first 10 minutes.
The first 10 minutes. I was like, okay, so they're going to go through it, but they'll skip parts or they'll zoom through it and it'll be like 2 minutes. I'm like, no, this is because I literally just rewatched the last episode the day before, so I could remind myself of all right, this is where we're picking up from. I was like, no, I've seen this. This. Yep, still going. Okay, let's go. To the point where I skipped the last 2 minutes of it because I was like, I've just seen this. But other than that, it was great. I'm looking forward to it. It is meant to be a shorter season run, this one, of only about 12 to 14, they reckon it is. So some people are worried that it's going to be finishing too quickly, and some things will be either tied up messily or not tied up at all. So
I actually started watching it the other week. I've watched like 20, 26, 27 episodes, something like that. So at least I've made a start to get through it. You know what? I did actually watch the first couple of episodes as well. Alice in Borderlands, now that season 3's out. So
I haven't watched season 3 yet. I'm going to binge the shit out of it.
So yeah, it's been out for like maybe a week or 2. Yeah. I watched the first 3 episodes. As I think we've mentioned before, they only did like the manga was like one and 2, and then this is all new stuff. What I'll say is it's very interesting how they revamp the show. And they actually explain a lot of things which were kind of, I don't know if the manga explained it better than what the show did, but it explains a few things that you're kind of like, oh, right, okay, that explains a few things that probably weren't explained in the show as well as what they were before. And you're just like, sweet, that was cool. And then it gets back into it. So, I'd be interested to have a chat about that once you've watched it.
It's good. I proceeded to watch a few more episodes of Gundam Seed.
Oh, yes?
One of the best anime deaths I've seen when Kira just kills one of the Zaft Gundams and sends the other 3 into like turmoil. And then in retaliation, old mate just throws a shield, taking out one of Kira's mates.
Yeah,
Like,
the skyscraper.
I'm like, holy fuck, this is just tit for tat. Fucking like, you did this, I did that to you. I'm like, yeah, cool. But just the emotional turmoil that was generated from one self-defense killing, I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So what do you think of the Gundam Seed so far?
It's been good. It's definitely started a bit slow. We picked it up a little bit. Then the middle part where they've landed on Earth, it started to explain a lot of the things I was missing out on. So,
Okay, yeah.
like how coordinators came about, like Kira's sort of backstory and things like that. So it's definitely, making it made a lot more watchable because things make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I still think at some points I'm like, wow, like you've got giant spaceships being taken apart by one Gundam. I know it's the next new Butte Gundam, but still I'm like, you'd think you'd stand up a bit, do a bit better of a fight against one, but it's good.
Yeah. No,
I think halfway through, it's either during the production they had a visual effects budget increase, or it's been remastered or something. Because all of a sudden, I've gone from one episode to the next. I'm like, shit, everything's clear. It's fucking fantastic. For a minute, first I was like, yeah, this is old school anime. I like it. It's cool. And then it's just everything's
so you're watching on Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll. Yeah.
Okay.
They only have subbed before you yell at me for not watching it in dubbed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ew. Do you hear that Crunchyroll are releasing a manga subscription?
Crunchyroll have been in the news for a lot lately. I've got a rumor.
So their subtitle. I heard about their
the
subtitle thing
issue,
where they're dropping their open source software they've been using, and they're using a software from a company that is owned by people in Libya,
and
I believe
where the subtitles have been appearing is upsetting people because it's like blocking off like key parts of the show and stuff like that. So there's lots of little things. Overall, I don't think it's a massive thing. It's just a lot of, I like my subtitles this way in this specific spot, and you're fucking that. So
so they're releasing a manga app.
Yeah,
so
okay.
if you've got the master subscription or whatever the big subscription is, you get it. Otherwise, it's like $19 a month, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, right.
And they got a whole heap of mangas that you can read in there, and they'll probably be in Japanese and then just subtitled down the bottom. They won't even go to the bother of put them in the speech bubbles.
Just before we move off TVs, I started House of Guinness. Lisa was keen to watch it. First episode, brilliant.
Yep,
loved it.
Good in it.
I felt like during the funeral scene, like you just get like close-ups of all these different people. Like, these are going to be characters that are important in the future. I guarantee you. Like, I don't know who you are yet, but I'm sure I'll find out.
You know what? Shannon and I started watching the latest Monster series on Netflix with Ed Gein.
Yeah, so the guy that inspired Leatherface, and Hannibal and all that.
Yeah, Leatherface, Hannibal, also Psycho, and like Alfred Hitchcock. They've done it very interestingly. Rather than putting like the focus on Ed Gein, they're focusing on Ed Gein and Alfred Hitchcock and making Psycho and other things like through history that like sort of surround Ed Gein. I don't know if I'm enjoying it because it's sort of like you're watching this thing about Ed Gein doing like the Ed Gein stuff, which is just fucking out there. And then it cuts to something where everyone's like dressed more modern and like they're suited up and they're sitting at the table and having a chat and you're just kind of like, wait a minute, who the fuck are these guys? And then after a little bit, you're like, why does he look like Alfred Hitchcock? And then he goes, and you, Alfred. And you're like, that is Alfred Hitchcock. What the fuck are they doing here? And it just the way it was done was really strange. Watched a couple of episodes. It's Charlie Hunnam. He's in it. Yeah. He's brilliant. Like
I've heard he's
he's really, really fucking good. Like he's hit the nail on the head there. I just think the direction of the show's a bit fucking
Lisa's watched the first part of the Mushroom Killer documentary.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because she followed it all on the podcast and stuff. I'm like, I have no interest.
Yeah, I don't have any interest in that.
No, not interested in murder porn. All right, on to some news and rumours. My first one, as of today or yesterday, I believe it is, there is a Gilmore Girls documentary that's come out on Kickstarter. It's called Drink Coffee, Talk Fast. And it has a lot of the cast, funnily enough, not the two main actors in it, but it's all about the behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, pretty much. But it's got like Chad Michael Murray, Jared Padalecki.
It's interesting though,
all that kind of stuff.
Had it, that those two wouldn't be there.
Yeah, that's what I found. Unless they're kind of keeping them secret, maybe till
they're the bonus release.
Yeah, kind of thing. I don't know, but I love Gilmore Girls. It is a fantastic show. It is one of the best written sort of comedy drama TV shows of that era.
Sure.
Just the sheer script writing that must have taken place on that show because the amount of words that come out of their mouth every episode is astronomical.
Especially, what's the chef's name?
Suki.
Suki, yeah. When she gets on a ramble, it's like...
Yeah, it's so well written. It was a great show. I
all off the
really
cuff.
loved the Netflix 4-episode one they did. The continuation wasn't that great.
Everyone seems to have the same issue with the ending of that one. It's the exact same ending as the ending of the TV show. They're like, it's left on a cliffhanger.
The ending of the TV show wasn't actually done by the person who created the show.
No, I know that. Yeah.
It was done by someone else, and that's why that whole last season people aren't really big fans of. It's called Drink Coffee Talk Fast. It's on Kickstarter at the moment. I believe they almost finished it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Jumanji 4 officially begins filming next month.
I didn't even know there was a third one.
No, I didn't. I went down the rabbit hole.
So the OG is the original.
Because they're all.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got
sure.
Robin Williams, then you got the two with Rock and Kevin Hart.
Didn't they call the second one with the Rock and they called it 2?
No, Welcome to the Jungle. I think it was. No, that was the second one was called Welcome to the Jungle.
I'll look it up.
But the first one is canon in it because they mention Robin Williams.
Right.
When they're in the game.
And they
I vaguely remember
and I think it was in the first scene or something, you see it transform from the board game into the old school video game.
Sure, that makes sense. But I don't know. I've got it in my head.
But
I'm probably
technically,
wrong.
it's the fourth one is already out. So the two Rock ones, technically that's the third and fourth film.
Right.
Because there is...
Zathra or whatever?
Zathara or whatever it is. The Jumanji 2, which is Kirsten Stewart.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you had Jumanji, then Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, which was the first of the Rock ones.
Sure.
And then Jumanji The Next Level is the third one.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, no, I threw that in there purely for that debate we just had of, I didn't know there was a third one.
Yeah.
Cool. Did we mention The Simpsons are doing a movie last week?
No, we didn't.
They got the second movie coming along.
I'm amazed it's taken that long for a second one to come out.
Because imagine the amount of money it must be to make that movie, though.
Yeah, but the amount of money the first one made them.
Yeah, true.
And they're still making the series. So, I mean, they're up to season 482 or
They'll
whatever
have to do something big in this movie.
I know. Like, to be fair, the first one was big.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. But, like, they'll have to...
Yeah, but the first
they'll
one
have to one up it.
It was just an extended episode, really. It was something happens.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
The first part of the movie is
really
really irrelevant.
Dome?
The dome, yeah. It sets up like the Simpsons leave the town because of something happens, and therefore the dome, and they've got to get into the dome and stuff.
Sure.
All right, my next one is Four Seasons Season 2 is officially in production.
Mm-hmm.
So Four Seasons was a Netflix show, had Tina Fey,
Steve
Carell.
Is this the one where Steve Carell and his missus break up and they go through? Yeah.
Yeah. And it's each episode is a different season of these friends getting together.
Okay.
I put the first episode on when I watched it, and I wasn't 100% sure if I liked it or not. And then by the end of the show, I was like, that was a great show.
I haven't watched it.
Lisa
really
has. I've seen bits and pieces. It seemed interesting. It's just the problem. It's because it's so like disjointed in terms of episode 1 is like summer and then it's spring. Like the character stories and obviously you're jumping around. So if you're like missing half an episode,
you need to watch.
You miss a lot.
You need to watch the first episode to watch the second episode to watch the third episode.
Yeah, fair enough.
But no, it's a really good show. Well written, well acted. It's good, and it's especially for people of our age that are getting to that older part of life.
The golf trips.
It's kind of more relevant for us than the younger people, but it's really good.
So according to thousands of voters on Ranker, Christian Bale has now officially been voted as the best live-action Batman of all time.
I've seen that.
No.
Who's your best live-action?
He is only good because of his supporting cast.
That doesn't answer my question.
But no, that's why I'm saying that's why he is a good Batman. He's good Batman because of Heath Ledger. He's a good Batman because of Bane, because of Two-Face.
Yeah.
Like that's what made him so good was the people around it, including Gotham.
To be fair, they propped everybody up. Like everybody did give an amazing performance, but I do kind of agree with that.
I mean, it's hard to beat Michael Keaton. But in all honesty, I think R-Pat is probably my favorite Batman.
Batfleck was better than I thought it was.
I did love Batfleck, but it just wasn't my favorite representation of Batman.
Batfleck was let down by when Christian Bale was propped up by everything else around him. Batfleck was let down by everything else around him.
But I really love R-Pat as Batman. I
He's
think
really
he was
good.
a great Batman.
I just all of them.
I always have a soft spot for Val Kilmer's Batman because that's the first one I vividly remember watching and remembering.
Well, Val Kilmer's the one that I grew up with. Like that was the first film that I sort of watched and
Batman
grew
Forever,
from and
wasn't it?
expanded from. Like we're going back through the series.
Batman and Batman Returns was a little bit before my time, and they were probably a bit more violent than Batman Forever. So
Tim Burton.
Mum was more happy for me to watch.
Because it was like
Batman
89, 90, 91 or something.
And
then Forever was like 96,
Batman
97.
and Robin, I think it was like 2000.
99.
Yeah, he had the Bat Visa.
Yeah.
And the silver bat nipples.
Yeah, that was but anywho. But no, I think each Batman does their job in their own right in their own time period because they're spaced far enough apart to be relevant at the point in time. Like Adam West, he was brilliant as the comedic, goofy, campy Batman within that TV series. Like it served its purpose. It was great.
I do enjoy going back to watch that every now and then.
Yeah, and then you had Keaton, who was great, like this new, gritty, dark, like superhero type portrayal, which was great. And then you had Val Kilmer, which stepped a little bit more into I wouldn't say goofy, but stepped a little more into that uplifted, kid-friendly. So that was good as well because expanded. So, and then you going back to Bale, which is real life, and then or applying it into real life. What if an actual billionaire got the stuff, et cetera, et cetera. So I think all of them do their own within their right.
So to derail our news and rumors a little bit, you two being a lot more versed in the DC era, the end of the end of Dark Knight Returns, we've got Gordon Levitt finding the Batcave. How would you have continued that storyline if we get a fourth one without Batman with him taking over? Would that be him taking over the Batcow? Would that be him as Nightwing? What would that be?
I think.
What would you want to have seen?
They pretty much said he was Robin.
Yes,
that's
how it ended.
He would come in as Robin.
I don't think you would bring him in as Robin. I think you would actually bring him in as Nightwing.
Yeah,
I think
he's too old for Robin.
I think you take him into Bloodhaven. I think when you take him straight to Bloodhaven, you do something with him in Bloodhaven as more or less being a cop. It still falters. He becomes Nightwing, and then he ends up tracking back to Gotham in some way, shape, or form, and that's where he puts on the cowl. Perhaps something along those lines.
You'd have to bring in supporting cast to help him out. Like you'd have to bring in some form of Bat family to help him out.
Yep. I have no issue with that.
Oracle you couldn't bring in because in that storyline, Barbara is only just born.
No, she's older.
Number one,
she's in number two. She's older because she's the older sister when Harvey's got the young boy. She's the older sister.
I thought one of them said she was born.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was older sister.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I thought
she's still probably too young to be Batgirl. Or even Oracle.
But it depends. Again, like there's a few year gap between 2 and 3. They could.
It's like 8-9 years. I think it was.
There could be a few year gap again between 3 and 4.
You need to bring in you could easily bring in Damian Wayne. Just you change him up a little bit and bring him in because he is in that setting, in that world. He's probably the better Robin to have because he's violent. He thinks his dad might have died. He thinks his dad died in that explosion. So he's comes in. He's pissed off.
I think
Ra's al Ghul's daughter's.
Yeah.
I think what would probably work the best is. He goes off Robin goes off, does his Bloodhaven Nightwing thing. I think Batman ultimately nothing happens in Gotham because there's still the remnants of what Batman has done until many years forward. So you're almost going down the Dark Knight perspective, or where the comic
recover after
exactly. It doesn't need Batman for a long period of time.
Because it basically was no man's land.
Yeah, so and it doesn't need him for a very long time. And then when Batman comes back, he is older, and that's a time where you could bring in someone like Damian and whatever. Like you could sort of do it that way. So then that way you've still got that Robin element because if you take Batman away from Gotham and you've got Robin over becoming. You got Dick Grayson over there being Nightwing. There's a very big void to actually have another Robin without Batman, and because of the age, like you'd have to bring him in as an older person, and he's more or less there to train.
That's just because, like, I saw the way.
It'd be an interesting story, though.
The way that movie ended, it did feel like they were going to. All right, Batman's had his moment now. We're gonna continue on with this guy. So
I feel it would be. I think the villain personally should be a more it has to be one of the down to earth villains. So it would have to be Slade, I think, and that way it ties back into your first one with the with Ra's al Ghul. That way you could bring in Damien because you touch him back onto Ra's al Ghul and all that kind of stuff. He's like a challenge kind of thing, and he takes over, and he's like destroying the remnants of Batman's legacy or something like that.
The only thing is you can't bring in Damien because she dies too close to after they shagged.
Oh, that's right. She was. I completely even forgot she was in the movie.
I was starting to think that I was like, oh, maybe it's a different character.
Technically, she was the main protagonist, antagonist.
Well, yeah. You could. Well, instead of Damien, you could bring in Huntress, and in that universe, it's the Huntress of Catwoman and Batman.
Yeah, you could do something,
which is one of the multiverses, I think. From memory, Huntress is their daughter, so you could bring her in, and maybe you could have Spoiler. I think you'd have to have Luke. I don't know his name. Lucas Fox's son.
Oh yeah. I think it's Marcus.
Marcus Fox.
I think. I'm not sure there.
Yeah, because Lucas Fox was such a big part of the first three.
Lucius.
Could you court of ours?
It's a tough one because it's one of those ones that needs to be sprinkled through to be a payoff kind of situation, because they're like, they control stuff in the background kind of thing, and you kind of already did that with Ra's al Ghul in the first one.
So he sprinkled Ra's al Ghul so that he could have that finish with Talia and Bane.
Like that could be the people behind the scenes pulling the strings to remove Batman's legacy, which draws Dick out, sort of thing.
Oh, you could. It's too hard with the age gap. I think realistically that world, it's kind of done. I think
it's
like, I'm not saying
considering the fact it ended on a Nolan thing of, is he dead?
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Dead, kind of thing.
Yeah, so like it was just one of those things. At the time, I thought, okay, that's going to be the next step of having it. Doing it now, obviously, doesn't make much sense with all the other DC things going on. It was just an interesting thought I had that you guys might have been able to.
Yeah, I think it's what was coming. Definitely a lot of threads that you could pull at. I think it would be very interesting to see how they would bring it to fruition. But I think with how many other sort of pathways they've gone down, I don't think it would land.
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, I believe it's up to you, mate.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. All right, I'll go while you're looking. So Crave, which is a station over in America, they've got a new original comedy series coming out called I Killed the Bear, which is from Jared Keeso, who does Letterkenny and Shawsey.
Nice.
So it's coming to Crave in 2006.
So do I.
And it's got a lot of actors that have been in either Shawsey or Letterkenny. Crave has announced a new cast of its original comedy series, I Kill the Bear, created and written and starring Jared Keeso. Whatever his name. 6-episode series follows a family of bear wranglers for film sets and why, after 100 years, they've decided to make this film their last. Production is underway with the premiere set for 2026.
Fair enough.
A script has been written for an original samurai western set in the John Wick universe.
I did see that.
It could be it. Yeah. Yep.
Be interesting.
I can 100% see Western characters and samurai characters in that universe.
Yep. Looks like Marvel Studios are going to capitalize on the recent Marvel Zombies, and they're going to sprinkle a whole bunch of little mini-series throughout.
Have you finished Marvel Zombies?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
It fucking slaps. It's so good.
We'll talk about it next
We
time.
started on the first night of the golf trip.
Yeah.
After we've been up playing board games and stuff.
Yeah.
He was falling asleep. I was starting to doze. I'm like, I don't want to force myself to watch the first episode. I'm going to watch it when I'm fully focused.
I'll throw another quick one in here as well, which I thought was fucking hilarious. James Gunn has confirmed that Michael Rooker will play Damian Wayne in Brave and the Bold.
And he also did another one where he said Alan Tudyk was going to play Robin.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, season 3, apparently, Elizabeth Olsen is joining the cast as Aunt Ophelia.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, so that was the big thing. So, everyone thought that was Aunt Ophelia in the mental asylum that she rescued, but turned out to be
the mum, which is why they did it that way, obviously, yeah.
So that makes sense. But yeah, it's gonna be. I think next season's gonna be quite good. I think they're gonna leave.
I haven't watched the second one yet.
They're gonna leave behind some of the school cast members because it'll be her with Uncle Fester.
No, they'll be back in school. I reckon it'll be one episode and then they'll be back to school.
Yeah, I don't want
it.
that.
It has to be based in school.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a school-based series.
Yeah. I want her with Fester like traveling around trying to find Enid. I think that'll be.
No, it'll be one episode at max. I reckon. By the end of the episode, they'll return to school.
All right then. Well.
Because you've got too many characters. You've got the new one, which is like everyone's fan favorite, the Invisible Girl.
Yeah.
And it's just...
Look, you speak facts, you've just crushed my hopes and dreams. Speaking of crushing hopes and dreams, the original plot for Santa Claus, Tim Allen was doing an interview recently.
No.
Apparently, it was meant to be him shooting Santa on the roof.
Yeah.
And Disney were like, you can't shoot Santa Claus in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
He's like, why not? That'd be fucking funny.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm still laughing about it today. I wish we had done it.
Yeah.
No, apparently they were... The original script was for him to shoot Santa, and that was quickly vetoed.
Yes.
That's fair enough.
Now, this is not necessarily a rumor, but just an idea which all directors should do. So, all around historical horror, but the movie Prey should be a template for all horror franchises. Drop a xenomorph in feudal Japan. Do Final Destination on a 17th century pirate ship. Let the ancient Greeks crack open the Hellraiser box. I need all of those now. That would be so fucking good.
Yeah, I'd like that. Because films have to start doing that anyway, of going back to all the times, because it's too easy now for people to do things. For people to find out information and all that kind of stuff. Every single person has one of these things in their hand or pocket. For those listening, I'm holding up my phone. Mm-hmm. Everyone has it. It's too easy to take a photo. It's too easy to search things. Too easy to contact people.
When the character doesn't do it. Yeah. You're like, they're waving around the smartphone the whole time. Like, just look up the information. So, just open your phone.
Everything has to be set in the 90s or earlier kind of thing. And we are seeing that a lot.
Or you get that all the communications have gone down or something like that. Or there's something there.
Me?
Yeah.
You?
No,
okay, so this one is not a rumor at all. This one is a fun thing that I was sent by a friend of the show, Brendan. This is from a games shop called Nexus Games. Public service announcement. We regret having to make this post as we have given multiple alerts in regards to this topic, but several people have chosen to ignore it, and as such, we have had to put our foot down. The odor of certain individuals has become a major problem, one that has become to impact player numbers and general enjoyment. Today, when we arrived to the Beyblade event, the smell hit like a truck upon entering. This is to the point that we had to open all the roller doors, front doors, and air cons, as well as put Nalder around. It must be a smell thing. We have had other businesses now complaining in regards to this issue. This is simply to the point where it has become unacceptable. Basic hygiene and deodorant is not difficult to maintain and makes the store welcoming for everyone. We will be requesting anyone who we find to be producing offensive odors and hygiene leave the premises immediately.
AJ, you're out.
Now, this one is very, very much a major issue for gaming stores.
Yeah, it
now I've been to
be.
multiple game stores, and especially Magic Night.
I was going to say there's one in particular that outshines everyone.
Like Friday Night Magic. You go into one of those game shops on a Friday night.
You just unless you absolutely have to, you do not go. You wait till Sunday morning.
It's putrid. It is one of the main reasons I don't play games in game stores. It is just so fucking bad.
I went there one morning and it was on a Magic pre-release.
Oh, yep.
I took Shan. Unfortunately, it didn't go very well.
So I'm actually all for this
She waited outside while I
waited. I will maintain, throughout my many, many years, the people that went into the Games Workshop when I was going to, for the most part, pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you go into like good games at the wrong time. Ooh, shit, that's rough. Yeah. That's rough.
And I 100% support this business for saying that. Like,
mate, that's any business should be doing.
It's affecting their business. It's affecting their overhead. They've got to pay their staff and all that kind of stuff. And if people are getting turned away because regulars who aren't really spending that much money in the store a lot of the time, they pay for a tournament, they buy a booster box here and there kind of thing. they're throwing away other people who are coming in to buy stuff for their kids for Christmas and spend a whole
it's
heap
the
of money and
casuals
stuff.
that are affected by it because they're the ones that walk in and go, nah, I'm not going in there, it stinks.
So I'm props to Nexus Games for that. I mean, I don't understand that stores actually. I didn't know stores around Beyblade tournaments anymore.
No.
But
I have a feeling,
Props
is
to
that an American store?
I'd say so. Yeah. So good on you, Nexus Games. Good on you.
Bit of random news. There was down in Melbourne, I believe, a bunch of like Pokemon Instagrammers and sort of people in that space have got together and made their own card shop, which is went off like fucking.
Oh, I saw that. It was like a lineup for 2 days and stuff.
Like it went gangbusters over the weekend.
And they like
Jesus.
they sold most of their stock in like the first day.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was like $150,000 worth of stock.
Effectively,
or some
they've
shit.
made like an American sort of TCG shop, but in Australia.
Yeah, it's
So-
like
There's
like
actually-
shelves with like solo, like PSA graded cards and stuff like
nice.
that. And yeah.
There's a shop that I need to go check out that's recently opened in New Lambton here. They were at Collecticon. That's where I got my Batfern from. And they said, oh yeah, we're opening. I can't remember the name of the shop. It's on New Lambton. It's next to the Andy's Fish and Chip shops. I know that. But yeah, I'd just been meaning to get in there and have a gander.
Spot where we got the mystery slabs.
No.
No.
Near there, but a different
Thinking different one.
different stall. Yeah, another one to just. I've been meaning to go check out and to do a bunch of good stuff around cards, a lot of singles and whatnot.
Very nice.
So this was. Now, I found this on a few different sites, but then someone that I know in the space had come out and said it wasn't true. But either way, apparently there was a massive Warhammer 3D STL file leak. So
it wasn't official STLs. It was scans and proxy models.
Right. Okay. So basically, what China's doing.
Yep.
Okay.
So it wasn't official stuff. It was just someone had 3D scanned a whole heap of models and stuff, and like dodgy scans, and just proxy models that people have made for companies and stuff like
Either way,
that.
I'm waiting for that to be the next thing for GW to bring their own STL files because I mean,
they never will. They make too much money.
I know they do.
They
but
never will.
It's one of those things where I feel like they have to sooner or later because China and other and 3D printers becoming that much more accessible to the common man.
But it's people. They have very much monopolized the market of the game being the game you have to play if you're a war gamer, and their rules state you have to play with official models.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. And
get away with it.
I know you can get away with it, but and the people that play it are also very much in that mindset of I must have the proper models and all that kind of stuff.
We at one point when we were trying to like revitalize the Epic rules, which obviously was a dead system for them. We would get massive backlash from the English community every time we would try and change something. So yeah, I can imagine over there it will be a lot different to what it is over here.
And very quickly, that shop that I just mentioned, I believe it's called Last Pack Magic.
Okay.
Sweet.
Everything seems to indicate that a live-action Crash Bandicoot is being developed by Robert Rodriguez.
Cool. I'd watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
And Dwayne Johnson says he'll only ever play the original Donkey Kong game. The rest of them don't matter.
Good on him.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The long-awaited Highlander reboot, which is meant to have been filmed and done by now, but
but Cavill stacked it.
Jeremy Irons has joined the cast.
Yes.
So he has joined the cast which is very interesting to me. He's joined the cast as one of the Watchers, who weren't in the original movie. So the Watchers came in the TV series.
Okay. They're an antagonist or something?
No, so essentially they're an organization of humans who are essentially the bookkeepers of the Immortals.
Okay.
They keep track of all the Immortals and keep the records of the fights and all that kind of stuff, and they're not meant to intervene, blah, blah, blah. And
I need to watch this shit.
In the show, one of them, he becomes best friends with the McLeod in the show.
Yeah, okay.
And then it turns, I think from memory, it turns out that one of the Immortals actually started the Watchers.
Right.
He was like he's like the oldest of the Immortals, who's essentially from the start of time, kind of thing.
Old bastard.
I think he's from Babylon.
Yeah, right.
Or something like that.
Let me finish before you jump down my throat.
Okay, here we go. Let's.
Official. It's been confirmed that Godzilla Kong Supernova will have Space Godzilla coming to Earth to face Kong and Godzilla, as well as we get our first look at Gigan, Apparently, the movie would be the greatest compared to its predecessors and would have several characters from the Godzilla universe appearing. History would be centered on Monarch warning that a new Titan would be coming from space, this to reunite Godzilla and Kong to stop it. The movie would be coming in March 2027 and would be the start of something much bigger.
So we knew that it was going to be called Supernova. We already got that.
I'm fine with that.
We got that a little while ago.
Like you already know that they're aliens. Like
Okay, this
because
I was expecting to be like, no, this
what's
is fake.
the three-headed one?
Oh,
Gajira
Gajira or
God, yeah, whatever he is. He's an alien. They stayed in the
Right,
movie.
so this is
that he's
actually
an alien.
plausible.
Yeah.
So the
okay.
idea is Ghidorah.
That's it.
Ghidorah is an alien, and that was one of the things that they did throughout that whole movie was
Like
why can't we recognize this? Why is this unknown? Why is the energy this, that, and the other? And then they work it out as like, oh, he's actually an off-world threat, and
that's why Godzilla wants to defeat him because he's an invader in his territory.
I'm all down for it. When I read it, I was like, this ain't fucking happening.
No.
Like, you two will be like, no.
I agree. Nope, it's not going to happen. But I mean, I'm sure we've seen something about the other thread that they were going to pull out with that, but I can't remember what it was.
I did just start reading some Godzilla comics because there are a lot of Godzilla comics that are coming out lately.
Like
because
actual Godzilla comics or the crossover stuff?
IDW have released 3 separate Godzilla titles.
Nice.
Godzilla Kai, I think it's called. Kai Chi, maybe. Godzilla Into the something Darkness. And then Space Godzilla. Where it's essentially it's like Voltron. I think I haven't started reading it yet. I've only just sort of looked at the cover, and essentially it looks like they're in like a Godzilla ship.
It's kind of like a mecha Godzilla type
thing. Yeah,
that's
flying through space. But I started reading the Godzilla Kai. Good.
Yeah,
it's good. I like it.
So speaking of comic crossovers, there's a Superman and Spider-Man crossover happening in spring 2026. 2 one-shot comics, one from Marvel, one from DC.
Yeah, so they're doing that with a lot of their characters at the moment.
They're doing it over I think they had about a 12-month run, I think it was, where they were just, they're getting 2 characters. They're doing it across several different ones. I know Batman and Deadpool, they had a DC release, a Marvel release. This is another DC Marvel. Wonder Woman, I think they announced hers, but I can't remember who she was up with. But yeah, they're also releasing, they're re-releasing a lot of old issues of previous crossovers, which they've done in the past, which I'm praying to God means they are going to re-release the amalgam comics. It would be good,
which were so good. Dark Claw was the Mac Daddy of fucking characters. For those of you listening, essentially that was Batman and Wolverine meshed into one character. So good. A fun thing. So Deku from My Hero Academia that you were talking about. In the first episode, when he's in his bedroom, you can see on the background 5 what's the big guy's name?
All Might.
5 All Might dolls. You can actually buy all 5 of them in the exact same poses from that. So one of them is a Nendoroid, Good Smile Company. One is Grandista, Bandai. Another one's from Hobby Max. Another one from The Amazing Heroes Volume 5 from Bandai, and a pop vinyl.
Gotta love a good pop vinyl.
Yeah.
I reckon we'll see many of them this weekend. Speaking of My Hero, now that it's finished, I'm going to go back and start watching the prequel series, Vigilantes.
Oh, yep.
Because I was like watching. Oh, is it a prequel series?
Yeah, it's a prequel series. So it's still got a lot of the teacher characters from My Hero in it.
So it's kind of like before they actually built the school where they were.
I think so. I only got like 2 or 3 episodes deep because I had a lot of shows on the go. I was like, I'm just going to drop that, wait till they come out, and I'll binge it. Yeah, right. I had a chance to. So now it's finished. I need to go.
That's not that Vigilantes isn't that old, is it?
No, it's got released this year.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Year, yeah.
Okay.
Jerry Bruckheimer says Margot Robbie is still involved in the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
I'm happy to watch her as a pirate.
Left field. Have you watched any of Gen V yet?
The whatever was released when they first dropped it.
Okay.
I kind of am not really in a rush to watch it because it hasn't really captured my interest.
Fucking watch it. It's so fucking good.
And this is going to be something I think that I need to go watch anyway. But Ashoka season 2 is wrapped with 8 new episodes.
Yeah, I did see that actually.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. John C. Reilly has revealed that he is going to be going on tour as his character Dewey Cox.
Oh god.
Is that Malcolm?
That would be very, very interesting.
It's like a Johnny Cash spoof.
Right.
Bat Fam coming to Prime.
I've seen this, yes.
So if no one's seen it, there was a Christmas special, Bat Fam Christmas special that they released, and they've turned it into a series, which is kind of cool.
Apparently got a lot of good feedback. Like it just hit the right level of nostalgia with the adults, and the kids who were watching just loved it. So they're kind of like, oh, okay, well, let's make a series.
Has Been Hotel will be at Comic-Con in October 10th.
I was hoping to say at PAX. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Season 2 is coming out October 29th, and Season 3 and 4 are currently in the works. Woo. And also one of the characters in Season 2 will be voiced by the lead singer of Fall Out Boy.
Nice.
What else have we got here? That's really about it.
Would you like to hear my dumbass moment of the week?
Is this a new segment?
Yeah, should be.
Ladies and gentlemen, dumbasses, stupid thing of the week.
So Saturday night, wife went away. I was like, fuck yeah, I can just game all fucking night. Fuck yeah.
So silly.
Was up to trying to finish Pokemon Platinum so I can move on to some 64 games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically at the end, got introduced to the scene where Giratina comes in. I'm like, fuck yeah. Wait, I'm on an emulator. I don't get the Master Ball cheat, so I don't have to fucking worry. I'm just going to catch all of them through Master Balls. While doing that, I fat-fingered a save state button on my keyboard and loaded a save state from about 6 weeks ago. So went back to having 3 badges, not 7, and like 20 Pokemon. So I then proceeded to, I was like, well, Liverpool start playing in 3 hours, ground, and just got all the way back up to that part. So I spent all night miserably hate watching Liverpool lose in the 98th minute. That wasn't fun. And then, redoing Pokemon that I'd already done. It was
Ow.
You know what that does, though? It takes you back to the 90s when you were playing your games and
your battery ran out.
And your battery ran out, or you just missed that save, or you forgot, and you flick the power, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I saved or not. Takes you back, doesn't it? Except
it was not fun.
Except now you know a few more curse words to go with it.
The worst part is I'm enjoying going through the gens of Pokemon I haven't played. I just need a break from the grind of leveling the Pokemon.
Sure.
Because it's just, even though it's the same thing, just with new Pokemon added into it, new paths to find, but it's the same game.
Yeah.
So I need a break, and having to do half this game again, I'm like, it's a real fucking struggle.
Are you running out of emulators now?
I'm up to the first on the generations on the GBA, so I think X and Y is next, or Black and Y. I can't remember. I think I've got 2 more editions before it moves off onto 2 or 3 more editions left before it moves on to the Switch.
Sure.
Because the Switch was Sword and Shield and Ruby and Scarlet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, one of them was just a re-release.
Yeah, I'm not
with fancy graphics.
Yeah, I'm not playing like Fire Red or Leaf Green or whatever those, or Sparkling Ruby, whatever. I'm not playing the remastered editions.
Sure.
Just playing the base the generations, and usually the third one of the that generation. So I played Crystal from Gold and Silver. I played Emerald from Ruby and Sapphire, and now Platinum from whatever this is.
Because I had yellow. I remember I got yellow, and I was so upset when I found out that it was the exact same game as blue and red.
Yeah.
Except Pikachu followed you around, and it was fucking annoying.
You got all the starters at least.
It was so annoying.
But you got all the starters.
That was so annoying.
That was a win.
That was so annoying.
Got to look on the bright side.
Always look on the bright side.
Someone asked me if I was going to try and do the complete the Pokedex. I was like, no, because I need to spend.
There's your answer.
I need to spend too much time figuring out how to trade on it.
Yeah.
B, half the legendaries you can't catch because the events are closed, so you got to put in cheats, which half of them don't work. So I've got to find the other ones. I'm like, I'm just finishing the game. I'm beating the Elite Four, and that's it. If beating Elite Four opens up legendaries to go and catch that did not just randomly walking around the grass, and if you find
that's so frustrating. That was the Lugia or whatever wasn't it?
That was the Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, which you had to catch all those 3 to be able to catch Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
You catch Lugia. In Emerald, it was Latios and Latias that, depending on what item you picked at one point in the game, determined what bird you could find. But again, you had to walk into a room, walk out of it, check the screen. Oh, it's not in your zone. Walk back in, walk back out. Oh, it's not in your zone. And just go, I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I could do it if I wanted to put the time in. I don't really need to put the time
Mate,
in.
you're spending all night. You have got the time.
All right. Well, that is going to be all that we have for this episode of Frantic Nerdcast.
Yep.
Make sure if you are at PAX and you are listening to this on day of release or the next day after, we're there. Come see us.
We will be there from basically open to close for the most
Yep.
part, really. I'd say.
And because we've got an early flight on the Sunday to get home and there's no point in going to bed.
No.
So, yeah, come see us if you're there. If not, come see us next time.
Yep.
Or we will have videos up in the next couple of weeks from the event.
There might be a video from the golf trip if AJ wants to put it
Probably
together.
not.
Probably not. If you didn't win. Make sure you're checking out the socials. Weird Up AJ, Frantic Brock, and myself, plus Vikings Collect for the Mega Evolution Master Set race. Brock is the only one to achieve an achievement. He's got the first one, so big tick to him.
Probably be my only one, so I'll be happy with that.
I'd say Phil, I think, is about to just shoot straight to the top in a week or two once he gets his binder and fills it all. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. The banter, I think, will definitely increase as all the pools start becoming a bit tighter. So
as I fall further behind, mine get a little more salty.
Oh, and one other piece of news that I forgot to say. I officially finished the Gundam Series 1 set.
Nice.
I have the set.
Master-ish set.
I wouldn't call it Master Set because I don't have all the LR pluses and whatnots, but
so you haven't finished at all then?
the set is done.
No, it's not finished. You've just said there are more cards to collect.
I have one through to whatever the last card is. That's all that matters.
I thought this was really fucking well of him to get all the LR pluses and stuff.
Well, you don't need them. There's old arts.
No, sorry.
I have the set. That's all I need.
He's now exposed himself to master setting within the realm of collecting cards, and there's a master set or there isn't.
I have the cards that go from card one through
not having
to
it all promos, because promos are like hard to find in terms of, especially for the Pokemon that we found out. Yeah. You either order them on pre-order or you basically don't get them without spending too much money for a card that's irrelevant. So that I'm okay with. I'm also okay with not worrying about the reverse holos. You've got one of each card.
Well, that's just in Gundam. That's the LR pluses.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not. They're ultimate arts.
No, because the LRs are the card. There's no other version of that card, and unless you get the LR
but that's
plus.
the same. That's the same thing as the IRs and the full arts and the SIRs and this stuff. Still got to collect them.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, you
It's
don't.
part of the set.
All right, people.
It's the same number, bud.
You have been listening to Frantic Nerdcast. Frantic as ever. Banter at the table.
Through to the next episode of the podcast. Start with his argument.
I think I have missed out on a good PAX to miss out on with the way that you two are starting off the trip.
Please tell me we're taking his face, the cutout of his face.
I don't have a printer.
I do.
Oh, there
Send me
you
a
go.
photo.
Yep.
It looks like I'm going to PAX.
And just before we go, I'll just quickly recap our snake draft. So I will put a graphic together for those listening, but just a reminder, so AJ's team was Gengar, Pidgeot, Onix, Gyarados, Machamp, and Vaporeon. My team was Charizard, Alakazam, Fearow, Dragonite, Venusaur, and Lapras. And Brock's was Blastoise, Arcanine, Golem, Electrode, Hypno, and Snorlax. So I'll put a graphic together and get your votes in and tell us whose team is going to go the furthest in the Elite Four and win the game.
All right. See you next time, Franticlers.
Stay frantic.
Hey, guys. Thanks for listening to Frantic Nerdcast.
You can find all our latest news and information on Facebook or at franticnerdcast.com.
You can find us on Instagram at Frantic Nerdcast. Find AJ at Weird Art by AJ. Find Zach at Frantic Kaz and myself at Frantic Brock.
Please make sure to head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe for more YouTube-only content like Sequelize It and Plays Games.